The Silver Ballerina, Part 1. Chapter 9. I was ready to fight the next creature who got in my way. But you couldn't fight a road. I skated to a stop and looked from one end to the other. Cars traveled on roads. I wasn't sure if they could squash me, but I wasn't willing to find out. Nonetheless, there was no helping it. I steeled myself and sprinted forward. Halfway across, I caught sight of something shiny on my right. I didn't stop to see what it was, though, until I was on the other side. The shiny thing was a car slowly rolling its way down the road. I thought I'd run like my existence depended on it before, but it was nothing compared to how I ran then. My metal body slashed the grass. I stumbled once and propelled myself forward. Was that car Mary Jane's car? I had no idea, but I wouldn't chance it. Only when I made it to the back steps and reached for the first step did I pause. My hands were covered in dirt and grass stains. So was the rest of me. Mary Jane's car was nowhere in sight. I still had time. I had to get this dirt off, or Mary Jane was going to ask inconvenient questions. I went into a clump of grass and rubbed the dirt off. When I came out, I was wet with dew, but clean. I climbed the back steps and sat on the edge of the top step in the sun to dry. It felt strange being back home. After everything that happened, was life going to feel dull or peaceful? I could deal with dull. I needed dullness for a while. There was a rumbling noise in the yard. I started to my feet. A little red car was easing into the driveway and to the front of the house. I dashed inside. I jogged on the ground on the kitchen floor. I could hear the car outside. The doors were opening and shutting. I made it to the carpet and flew to my room. She was coming up the front steps. I slipped under the bedroom door. The front door opened and slammed shut. I climbed the drawers. Cabinets banged in the kitchen as she put things away. I pushed myself onto the desk. I got to my spot and into position. Mary Jane came into the room. She set down her keys. She set down her purse and her hat. She undid her hair. She kicked off her shoes. She slipped off her socks and collapsed on the bed. She sighed in relief. "Welcome home," she said out loud. Welcome home, I thought.